you again channel. The number of subscribers they are increasing. Thank you very much. Thank you YouTube. Thank you my subscribers for subscribing, for watching, and also for sharing them. So I also want to welcome you on what you call the official highway code. So we want to discuss what highway code, what it contains, and how can we read what you call, how can we get the access of what you call the highway code. So the highway code simply it's a booklet that is passed in parliament, containing rules and regulations for all road users in Kenya. And for all road users in Kenya, we mean pedestrians, cyclists, animals, motorcyclists. That's what you call. So these are particularly people who use the road. So under the what you call the highway code is that's what you call the topics. I'm going to just write them here. So number one, I'm going to introduce you what you call the highway code. I'm going to introduce I'm going to introduce you on what you call health and safety. Also, there's what you call guidelines for pedestrians. There's what you call guidelines for cyclists. And there's what you call guidelines about animals for those people who want to, maybe particularly you find them crossing with a large crowd of animals. There's what you call guidelines for children's. There's what you call guidelines for in general for the people in general. We have what you call when we use the millers. Those are the topics that are in highway code. We have the procedure of overtaking, changing lanes and lines. We have the roundabouts. We have the signals at the roundabout. We have the junctions controlled by the traffic lights. The highway code that's like 21 units. I'm going to just I write them here and then we go step by step so that we know what we are expected as road users on the road and what we are not expected on the road. So I'm going to define some terms that are used on highway code, what you call the blind spots, what you call the carriageway, what you call the interchange. We are going to see what's an interchange, what's a super highway, what's a walkway, and also what's a GPS. This one we use for getting the direction where we want to go. So let us start what you call a blind spot. Blind spot is an area around a vehicle that cannot be seen directly by the driver when maybe reversing the vehicle. That's what you call a blind spot. Also, there's what you call a black spot. The black spot and the blind spot is different. The black spot is an area where accident has occurred. That's what you call the black spot. What you call a carriageway, it is a section of the road designed for vehicles. That's what you call a carriageway. Interchange, a road junction that typically uses grade separation and other or more ramps or bumps to permit traffic on at least one highway to pass through the junction without directly crossing another traffic stream. That's what you call an interchange. We have what you call a superhighway. A superhighway is designed for travel at a higher speed, but within the speed limits. You know the speed limit. There's a topic in driving, what you call the speed limit of different types of vehicle on highway. I'm going to tell you that topic later. So the superhighway, it has what you call the speed limit. So the superhighway has more than one lane. There's what you call a walkway. A walkway is a section of the road designed for pedestrians. It may also be called footpath or sidewalk. GPS is a unit, is an electronic device used to help the driver navigate through the road to the desired destination. Maybe, for example, if I want to go to Mombasa and I don't know the direction, I can use the GPS so that you don't get lost. So the introduction on what you call the highway code. Highway code is rules and the guidelines on how to use the road. I'm going to from the first topic, I'm going to discuss. We are going to discuss here what you call health and safety. Health and safety is also a very great topic in driving. Some people, you see, these are very small, but it can also guide you. When you are driving, first of all, you should ensure safety for yourself and also for the passengers. Safety in this particular scenario, it means uh, when we are driving the vehicle, there are some things we don't need to do. For example, under safety, you cannot able to drive a vehicle if you don't have eyes. You should ensure what you call safety on the road. You should drive what you call the speed limit within. Maybe if you are approaching the town, you know the speed limit in a town is 50 kilometers per hour. So from the term LT you can define it is the physical or fitness. It's the physical fitness of the body. And when you are driving the vehicle, you are supposed to keep fit and healthy. For example, you should ensure that your eyesight and the vision are correct. Check your eyes. If you need spectacles to meet the required eyesight standard vision, ensure you wear them before the starting of the journey. It is dangerous to wear what you call the sunglasses during the day unless you have a purpose, maybe from the doctor. That's when you can have the sunglasses. Don't wear the sunglasses during the daytime or during the night when you don't have a problem with your eyes. Also those goggles, that's what you call the sunglasses. So you should ensure what you call eyesight and vision when you are driving on the road. You ensure your eyes are good. Also, we are going to discuss here what you call fatigue. Fatigue is extreme tiredness as a result of mental or physical exertion. There are some things that make you to come tired. For example, the highway code states that you are not supposed to drive a vehicle more than 8 hours of the day, but most of the people, you do that. So you see now we are the one who makes accidents on the road because of the small things. We don't need to do that. Under fatigue, you're not supposed to start a journey if you feel tired. If you feel tired, you are supposed to stop at a safe place on the road and then you rest until you are sober so that you drive the vehicle. So what makes you to come fatigue? Insufficient sleep or rest. Maybe you came in the evening, you slept late. That one, if you are waking early up in the morning, you cannot be able to huwezi kuwa unaendesha gari vizuri, maybe uko na usingizi. So an extended length of time performing the same task can make you to feel tired. Also, there's what you call sleep disorders or tidiness that can make you to come tired. We have what you call driving at the time of day when you are usually resting or sleeping. Each early morning driving, night driving can make you to come fatigue. Also, the type of meals you are taking, ensure that you are taking the what you call the balanced diet. Don't take avocado, you eat milk. Those things make you come tired quickly. So you are also supposed to make decisions when you are driving. Don't drive at night because that's when the time you are likely to feel sleep. How can you avoid fatigue? You take cold sleep before driving. You take regular breaks when driving over long distance. You eat balanced meals at regular intervals. You keep fit and healthy. Also, you avoid driving at night because at night you can feel sleepy. There's also what you call alcohol, drugs, and the medicine. Alcohol, when you are driving a vehicle, you are not supposed to take alcohol, and not even alcohol. Any drug can alter your brain function. You are not supposed to take it. So, alcohol slows down your brain functions. If you drive the vehicle, you are not supposed to drive with drugs. More especially the alcohol. Alcohol is coming a problem here in Kenya. Some people, we are thinking like alcohol, when we are taking alcohol, we are driving safe. No, never drink and drive. Also, there are circumstances you're not supposed to drive. When you are tired, when you don't have a driving license, when you are under drugs, you are not supposed to. So, drug, they slows down your brain functions. Also, when you are driving the vehicle, you are supposed to ensure the safety belt. Remember, there are three things you are supposed to consider when you are driving the vehicle. One, when you are driving the vehicle, before driving, you are supposed to ensure that you have put on the safety belt. And also, you make sure all the passengers are fastened also. So there are some people, they are when they enter the vehicle, hawajui kuweka safety belt, so unawasaidia. You use if you are carrying the children who are the age of 16 below, as a child, you use what you call the child restraint. There is a safety belt designated for what you call the children who are under the age of 16 years and below. You are supposed to ensure that they put them on. Also, when you are having the children at the rear seat, the children, they are supposed to, you are supposed to have to what you call the child lock. Ensure you lock the doors. You know, children, watoto wanakuanga fast sana, hata anaweza fungua mlango. So there's what you call at the rear windows, there's what you call child lock. You just lock the windows. Also, as what you call emergency vehicles. There are four vehicles that are supposed to give priority on the road when sounding the siren horn. One is what you call the ambulance. Two is what you call the police car. Three is what you call the presidential escort vehicles. Also, four there's what you call police cars. Those are the vehicles that should be given priority when sounding the siren horn. Also, the firefighting engines, we are supposed to give them a priority on the road. The other day, I talked on what you call the driving license categories. Okay, let us see what you call the guidelines for pedestrians. When you are crossing on the road, the walkway should be used if provided by pedestrians. Avoid being next to the curb. When you are driving on the road, you are not supposed to be near the curb. With your back on the traffic, if you have to step into the road, look both ways, right and left, for those people who don't know how to cross on the road. If there is no walkway, keep to the right hand side. All pedestrians, when we are walking on the road, you are supposed to keep on the right. Do you know why? All of you, the rule of the road in Kenya, we keep left unless overtaking. But when it comes for pedestrians, wakati tunapita kwa barabara, we are supposed to keep right. Why do we keep right? So that you see the vehicle coming from there in front. That's why we keep the right for pedestrians. But the vehicles we keep left unless overtaking. And remember, we overtake from the right hand side here in Kenya. So if you are crossing on the what you call you are keeping to the right as a pedestrian. Make sure that you can see oncoming traffic. You should be extra care. Walk in single file, especially on a narrow road. Maintain a safe distance from the side of the road. So help other road users to see you at night. Wear what you call reflectors at night. If you are a pedestrian, if you are crossing on the road and you are a pedestrian, you are supposed to catch something right car right that's what you call the car in poor daylight or conditions. When in dark, use reflective materials which can be seen by drivers using headlights up to 3 times as far as no reflectors materials. When we are crossing on the road designated for pedestrian crossing, always cross the road at designated areas such as zebra crossing or footbridges, and the pedestrian and the pedestrians what you call the underpass pedestrian. So when we are on the road as a pedestrian, tusikae tunatumia barabara njia mbaya, as in a way like kuna mahali ambapo pedestrian wamewekewa wanafuka kwa barabara. So hapo ndio unastahili kufuka. Usikae mahali ambapo hakuna pedestrian wanafuka, wewe ndio unafuka, utagonga kwa barabara. So let us keep the road with the rules and regulations so that we maintain harmony on the road. Also, how do we cross on the road? Some people they don't know how to cross on the road. Wakati tunafuka kwa barabara, you are supposed to look right, look left, look right again, then listen before crossing the road. Do not learn. You listen if there is any sound of the vehicle coming. In traffic, if traffic is coming left, if the traffic is coming, let it pass. Look around again and listen. Do not cross until there is a safe distance in the traffic and you are certain that there is plenty of time. Remember, even if traffic is wrong way off, it may be approaching very quickly. Unajua wakati tunapita kwa barabara tunaona gari inatoka inakuja ama iko mbali, but accident hiyo unaipata ndio hiyo imefika. So you are supposed to look at that distance. Avoid crossing the road at a sharp bend. Ukifika kwa sharp bend, avoid crossing on such a particular areas. Also at the bridge, those are the areas where gari inaweza kuonga vibaya sana. When it's safe, go straight cross the road. Do not learn. That's what we have said. Also, when you are crossing the road, do not use the earphones when you are crossing the road. Do not use what you call mobile phones. The mobile phones can make you to just lose the concentration and make you to lose the end of your life. Let me go for a short while break.
You were here.
Yeah.
So I want to play your digital.
Oh, you want to apply?
Yeah.
You have the passport?
Yes.
Okay.
How much is it?
For applying,
Sorry?
you want to apply?
Yes.
We apply with 300.
Huh?
We apply with 300.
So I applied 2 times for